Hey guys, welcome back to Rocket Garage and Service. Today I wasn't going to shoot a video on this 2004 Navigator, but I learned so much I had to share. So this Navigator came to us for an engine misfire, and I'll show you, just like it is now, the truck's airbags in the rear has squatted. And eventually, actually when I picked it up, you couldn't even turn the steering wheel. So to briefly go over what was going on with the engine, when I got it, the engine cover wasn't on it. And we found out cylinder 4, the spark plug hole was full of water. So we cleaned all that out. We put new spark plugs in all 8 cylinders. We put the cover back on, and we haven't got any water in it since. It's been about 2 months. As you can see, this thing has been completely apart. I mean, we put a lot back together. We got the instrument panel, our cluster out. The door panel is just barely hanging on. Driver's side, seats out. Passenger side, we had all the tailgate area out. And it was all because, like I said, the airbags were not communicating. We had airbag issues. Well, let me explain what led to all that. So your air compressor and dryer is right here. So we took all this apart. We actually ordered new parts. We ordered a new relay and a new air compressor. But when we put the scanner on it, we was able to pump or use the scanner to enable the air compressor motor. So it's like, ooh, that doesn't sound like it's a good fix. Let's keep troubleshooting. What we noticed one day was that the radio was staying on. The radio was staying on because it wasn't seeing the door being opened once you turn the vehicle off. That also just came in conjunction with the dome light would not turn on with the door open. You could turn it on manually through the controller, but that was the only way to do it. So we did know that the dome lights worked because the controller could be turned on manually and the lights would turn on. So one thing I want to express in this video is we thought we were troubleshooting an air suspension problem, and that's why the troubleshooting path went down that way. Once we realized the dome light was an issue also, then we knew that we had a common denominator of several systems, and our whole troubleshooting problem-solving path changed. So, and why we chased the door, why I said the door panel was off and everything, the air suspension will not work on this Lincoln Navigator if it does not see the door being actioned. So if it never sees the door open or close, the truck does not think there's anybody in it. Although you could have the engine running and everything, it will not tell the air suspension to lift without the door being open or closed. And that's why a lot of people say if you fix the dome lights, you fix everything, because the dome lights work, then the VCM is seeing the door being opened and closed. So that's why I just want to explain the troubleshooting path on that, why fixing the dome lights fixes everything. And what we found was everything was communicating together, like everything was ohming out, but it didn't matter because the one module that needed to see all those things being actioned was the VCM. That one wire going into the VCM has to see all those other modules. Like I said, there's like 9 of them. So that's where we found a break in the wire. We fixed the break in the wire. It fixes everything else, and it's a win-win. So that led us down a rabbit hole of forum searching and trying to figure out what's going on. We had a really good friend tell us the instrument cluster, and these are notorious to going out. So after much troubleshooting, we ordered one of those. That didn't fix it. Then we got VCMs here. We were told these VCMs are notorious. With some troubleshooting, it ended up, well, that had to be it because there was nothing just glaring at us. So we ordered some VCMs. One that was from a junkyard and one that was certified good from a company. So, and I don't really like throwing parts at things, but how complicated this system was, I was trying to save the customer money and me time by throwing parts at it because the wiring on this thing looked crazy. So if we could throw some parts at it and just have a little return fee or anything and just hope that it could fix it, that's what we went with. But in this case, that was a horrible idea because that did not work. Led us down this trail of getting wiring diagrams and knowing that we got to troubleshoot everything. So, wound up on one of the forums we did see, the guy said he didn't have any continuity on his OBD2 port, which is the port that you hook up like your scanner and everything, on pin 3 to his VCM. Your VCM is your body control module right here. But look how the communication wire does. They all, like Christmas tree, in this chain, and they all come to a single point. They come over, and then all Christmas tree out to the OBD2 port, to the instrument cluster, which I think is this one. Yep, and this is your climate control unit. So, what we started with is starting at the OBD2 port and the driver's seat, because it had motor issues. We ohmed it out. It ohmed out good. Then we went to the next module and the next module. Everything ohmed out except the VCM. We're gonna get to it, building up to it. So the VCM, you can see it tucked away back there. This is the plug. It is the violet wire right there. That is your data link that is on that schematic I just showed you. When we ohmed out pin 3 to pin 5 here, we had no continuity. But literally, OBD port, purple wire, violet, to like this passenger side plug, we would get like 0.2 ohms. So then we knew after all these modules, and we're trying to follow the chain of how it all leads up to here, we started having to rip it back. Where's our brake? And finally, I have repaired it since, because I didn't want to shoot a video with wrong information, but I have repaired it, and I still have my lead into this plug. Let's go to the OBD2 port. All right, I have my flute Bluetooth module here. We have our plug, let me find the VCM, into this pin 5, and we're gonna ohm it out all the way to this pin 3 here. That's what we're gonna do with this. And if I put it in the right pin, you can see we have continuity. That is pretty good continuity. So now that I fixed that wire, I gotta start putting this thing back together, and I'm gonna hopefully in this video show y'all that everything works. So this is gonna close out the video. I wish I would have shot a proper outro of actually showing the truck working, but I didn't. I got excited, I got caught up in a moment, and I just started putting the truck back together. The truck is now back to the customer. Everything works like it's supposed to, like it's brand new. He was going to trade the truck in and get something new, but now he's like, there is no need for it. But anyways, I hope you are subscribed. If you're not, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and on to the next one.